All right, what's going on, guys? Thank you for coming back and tuning in. So, Grass Nectar in the house. Friday, September 7th already. Can't believe where the time is going. Leaves are falling and everything, man. So, we're gearing up for the fall. It's getting chilly. Today's awesome. Nice cool temperature so we can work out there. So, Fridays, if you don't know, I do this part-time. I have 3 on the list. Well, I have more than 3. Right there. So 3 I have to get done today, and then the other 3 or 2 I can do on Sunday. Okay, so if you guys don't know, if you haven't been following my journey, I do work part-time. So today I work at 1:30, and I work about an hour away driving. So I have to leave my house at 12:30, no later, to get there on time. So that means I have 3 yards to do before I have to get to work. 7:45 right now, and then gonna do my first one. So if you guys want to follow along with me, hopefully I can get these 3 done. If not, there's always Sunday, where is my next kind of day to mow and do things for Grass Nectar. All right, guys, thank you so much. Let's get to the first yard. Let's get started. Come along with me.
Bienvenidos. Esto es cumbia.
Going on, gang. Just finished. It's about 11:27. Just finished my last yard. Headed home with a little time to spare, and then go to work. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's how she wrote. So I got 3 in today. Let me show you this yard here. I just did. Check out these stripes, guys. Toro time cutter, brand new pair, not brand new, I sharpened the blades, and it's cutting really nice. I mean, I messed with the deck too, because in the back of my head I always thought it was not even, it was just a little bit off. So I messed with it, leveling the deck, and I think it's cutting a lot better now. I'm really happy with it. It's turned out to be a really great mower, actually. You know, let me talk about that for a minute. When I first bought that mower, I saw it on Facebook for $1,800, and I saved up money. I only had $1,000, and I'm like, well, let me see if I can connect with this guy, take a look at it, and see if I can buy it. So I message him. I'm like, hey, I'm interested. Can I check it out tomorrow? You know, I load up my trailer to my Element, and I go, okay? So it's an empty trailer. So I go there, and it turns out that it's the daughter who's selling the mower. The father was just posting it because he was in charge of the yard. The daughter's husband died, and the father's condition was, I'll mow your yard if I have a rider mower. And it's a very small yard. I'll try to post a picture with the footprint of it. Very small yard, and you know, he was just using it like once, maybe twice a week for 5 years. And I'm talking about, if he's using it, it's got to be for like 15-20 minutes. This yard is tiny, guys. So you know, I'm like, you know, I know that I only have 1,000 in my pocket, okay? So I say, well, it's a great mower. I like it. The gentleman was telling me, yeah, I get it serviced every year at this store, at this like lawn place by where he lives. And he's like, well, if you want, you can call. He had the manual. So for me, it was very well taken care of, and that says a lot about a mower, okay? So very light use for 5 years is what I want to say. So I'm like, okay, well, would you take 1,000? He pretty much laughed at my face, and he said, look at that car over there. He pointed at like a Porsche. This car, if I were to buy it, I wouldn't offer the person, you know, $30,000, you know. So he pretty much laughed in my face. I'm like, well, thank you for the opportunity. I shook his hand and I left. Okay, so in the back of my head, I'm like, you know, that's great because, you know, I have $1,000. It was an impulse kind of decision going out to look at it. So it wasn't like, I was thinking it wasn't meant to be, or it was good that, you know, it didn't work out, whatever. I got a thrill of it because prior to the GIE, I never written a zero turn. So this was actually my second time on a zero turn. And I was just like in a rush, like, oh man, I'm driving it. So nothing really clicked in my head at that point. I was just, you know, if he takes 1,000, I'm gonna buy it and I have a new mower. If not, then I have 1,000 and I'll keep saving. So on my way home, the daughter ends up messaging me because she posted an ad for this mower on Facebook. She ends up messaging me and she's like, hey, I'm very sorry about my father. You know, that was really rude. You know, I don't need this mower in my house. I really want to get rid of it. The lowest I would go is 1,300. And I'm like, huh. You know, she's just trying to get rid of the mower because her father got a push mower and rather push more that yard. It's really that tiny. And, you know, it just sits in her garage and she just wants to get rid of it because it takes up space in her garage. Okay. So I'm like, you know what? I think I can do that. You know, I have money in savings in the bank. So I withdrew $300, turned right around, and then I went to go meet her and I bought the mower. It's been with me for a little bit now. I think I got maybe 15 hours on it. And, you know, it's something that I've grown to like. You know, when you first get something, it's hard because you don't know how to, you know, you're so used to one thing. I was using the Toro Time Master, and that was a great investment for me. I still use it a lot, and that kind of got my foot in the door. You know, so a 32 kind of doesn't make sense for me. Like I said, it was an impulse buy, and I was having buyer's remorse for a while. Like I even told my girlfriend, like, as soon as I bought it, I'm like, I don't know what I did. I wasn't thinking straight. But as I'm getting used to it more and more, I'm finding that it's a lot better. And then I'm working with it. I'm changing the oil on it. I changed the fuel filter, changed the blades. You know, so I'm growing a bond with it, and I'm really starting to appreciate what it is. You know, it's a homeowner model, but it's my first zero turn, and I'm really liking it so far. All right, guys, that's my time. I'm home. I'm gonna do a quick shower and then hit up that 9 to 5, working 1:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. on a Friday. It's a shame, but that's the only way I can get this hustle in the morning. All right, guys, until next time, thank you so much for checking me out. See you guys later.